Oh, hello there. Good afternoon. I'm glad you decided to stop by. I was having some thoughts. A long time ago, Asia and I were trying to do a show called Life with Asia. It was the cutest thing. It was kind of scripted, but not necessarily. It was like we brought people in and we gave them like a rough outline of what we were looking for as far as dialogue and story and where we wanted the story to go. And it was mostly just improv. And it was real nice, except for the fat slut who kept trying to fuck people in my bathroom. We had to get rid of her. So that kind of threw a monkey wrench in it. And then it just got to be a pain in the ass. Like, and that's so sad because at my core I'm a creative person and I want to create things that people will enjoy. But I just didn't feel like I could do it justice. So I didn't. Hello. Let's go for a ride. That kind of brings me into before that. We were trying to do in real life. And I wrote it and filmed it and directed and produced and edited and distributed all by myself. And I can tell you honestly, the editing is bad. Like, its presentation was terrible. I didn't have the ability to edit in HD, but the film was shot in HD, so we had to dumb it down so I could use it in Windows Movie Maker. It was a shame. But at its core, the words that were said and the story that wanted to be told was told. And it was exactly the way I had planned it. So in that regard, it's a success. But its execution left something to be desired. And the more I think about things like that, and it discourages me from wanting to do more, as I thought about it, and whose expectations did it not live up to? Like, because it didn't get 1 million likes on YouTube, suddenly the vision that I had, despite the fact that word for word it came out the way I intended, wasn't enough. Like, who is that for? That's not for me. I'm hindering myself from the things that I had a passion for. So that's gotta stop. That's just gotta stop. I lay in bed sometimes going over ideas and thoughts about where I want to take my different stories and series and whatnot. And I almost argue with myself about which direction to take because what would make the most sense, and I wouldn't want people to nitpick it apart. Like, fuck people. I'm gonna do it for me. Like, there's a fan fiction on the site that I post on of a story I was really interested in, and I read the synopsis for it, and I was like, wow, I'd be really interested in that. But then when I looked and saw it had 68 chapters, I was like, I can't commit myself to 68 chapters. That's a lot. And that's the wrong way to look at it on both sides. On one end, if it's entertaining to me, if I like it, then I should be happy that there's more. Moreover, if I want to write something that's 68 chapters long and it fits the narrative that I was going for and it tells the story I was trying to convey, who gives a shit if other people don't read it? If I tell a story and if one person says, that was alright, then I'm good. Because these were thoughts that I've had that this is a universe that I have wanted to create for quite some time. And I've denied myself that because I didn't think some people would understand it or some people would accept it, or I wanted to make sure everybody would entertain. Fuck that. I'm going to do this for me. Like, and I've said this before. I've come out with this whole fucking proclamation where I was like, I'm just going to write for me. And even when I was doing that, I was still trying to write within the confines of what would other people be interested in reading, but I am also passionate about. I don't give a fuck less who ain't interested. I'm writing it for me. It's gonna be for me. Everything should be for me. I will no longer concern myself with the enjoyment or satisfaction or approval of others. I need to let that go. It's been holding me back forever. So I'm done. That's it. I'm finished.